YouTube, Chicken over here with a review of the Power Rangers Dino Supercharge, T-Rex Supercharge, and Aqua Dino Stunt Bikes. Now these are a little bit different than the normal Dino Cycles that we've taken a look at a couple times throughout the original Dino Charge line. These ones are supercharged, because... not yet. It's a dumb joke. But anyhow, so these ones are a little bit different in the fact that they don't split apart into the two separate Deinonychus pieces. They're actually just one solid piece. But that doesn't necessarily make them bad, but they certainly could use a lot of work as well. These are about $14.99 a piece at most major retailers. You can find them pretty much everywhere. And of course, they feature a 5-inch figure as well as the bike itself. Here's a quick look at the packaging. Pretty much the same style packaging that the Dino Cycles were in. So much, in fact, that the Dino Cycles did get repackages in the Supercharge line. So you can pick those up if you want to as well. So that about does it for that. So let's go ahead and jump right in. We'll take a look at the Supercharge one because it actually matches the colors of a normal Dino Cycle. Alright, so figure-wise, this really isn't nothing to write home about. It is the same figure that was included with the Zord armor that we took a look at. But it's just as unpainted, it's just opaque now instead of being a clear version. But it's just as awful looking, so nothing really to write home about there. His leg looks like he's gonna fall off right here. That joint is really loose. It does look like it's gonna fall off. Oh no, whatever, who cares? But yeah, so you can get the normal 5-inch action heroes to go ahead and ride the bikes as well. They fit just as well on there, in fact better, because they have better articulation. So these are verily pointless, but hey, it's a figure nonetheless. You can do something with it. But here is the bike itself, and I have a really mixed feeling about this bike. One of the things I like most about the Dino Cycles was that it was the two dinosaurs that you could split apart and add to your dinosaur army, and I liked that the most. I loved that. It was great, and that's really the only reason why I bought all the Dino Cycles, is because I liked adding more dinosaurs to my army, even though they were all the same dinosaur, but they're different colored, so they count. Design-wise, this is, like I said, all one solid piece. You do have a kind of... I can capture the light in there. You see the dinosaur head right there. It's right side up, and you can't really see another dinosaur head, so it doesn't capture the design perfectly, but they're kind of stretching to get the same design. You got the same sort of wheel cover over here that the normal bikes have, and the front is still very similar as well. So they're trying to emulate the normal Dino Cycles while adding a sort of stunty spin to it, but whether they're doing a good job or not, I guess, is up to you. If you could go through this with some silver details or something, I think the bike actually has a lot of potential to look really cool. You do have this little stand thing here, and we'll get to that momentarily, but that is removable. So if you actually want to just take it off for display purposes, the bike actually looks pretty neat, in my humble opinion. I like the look of the bike. If you add in the details that are molded in, just not painted in there, then you got a pretty snazzy looking bike for sure. So there's that to it at the very least, and now I can't get this piece back on. Making me look like a tool. Apparently I need a tool to get this back in. Now we'll worry about that later. But anyhow, the features of these bikes to make them stunt bikes is that they have a giant tire on the back. And this has a... as I mess it up completely. A kind of rollback gimmick. That works great if you don't plop it down on the table like that, then it doesn't work at all. Go me. But yeah, so that is the main feature of these, is that they have that sort of rev up and go style. That's like the third time I've hit my life. This is the third time I've hit my life. Third time I hit my life in one video. I said life again. I'm just gonna stop. I really need to go to bed. But anyhow, so now that this piece is almost back on, there we go. All this is like this little sort of like wheelie sort of thing. Like they want you to like rev it up, like go back like that, so that the bike can wheelie away. I almost said really wheelie away like that. That is that's really all that this entire portion up here is meant to be. is just like a stabilizing sort of feature. That's what these do anyway. This is just have a place to go like that. That's essentially what those are for. Now, they also serve a double purpose with the Megazord combinations. We'll take a look at that momentarily, but that is the main purpose of that in the bike mode. So there you have it. That is really all there is to that. We go ahead and move that out of the way. Here is Aqua's rendition of the bike, which I like a lot. I really like the aqua color and the sort of like dull gold bronze color, and the red wheels all look really cool. So it's my preferred color for the stunt bikes, at least of the two that are released right now. This was the first bit of Aqua merchandise that we had available to us. So our very first taste of the Aqua Ranger was with this awfully painted figure and the stunt bike, but it was cool at the time, I suppose. But here is Aqua. Should Aqua ever get a Zord armor or anything, this is what the figure will look like. But yeah, it's nothing extravagant. It's the same body that all of the bike figures, except for Supercharged, obviously are, but just with a new, horribly painted head. So there you have that, and how the Megazord features work with these is very much the similar style to the Dino Cycles. That there's a Zord Builder port right up there on the top of the bike that will attach right there, so this can act as an arm, because, you know, that's exciting. So we'll go ahead and try that. But the other thing is that these pieces right here can flip forward and lock into place right here, just like that. And they actually can become kind of like roller skates for the Megazord. Now, obviously, if you take a look at this, when we line them both up, you will see that they're the same right there. So you're going to have to flip one of them around for the actual combination so that the Megazord's feet can peg into these holes and that clip properly. So we're going to go ahead and flip this one around, just like that. And you can leave it flipped. It's not going to hurt the toy any. You still have this to go back with and stuff. So having it flipped around does not actually hinder the base toy whatsoever. So now that that is a separate style right there with the hole and the peg on the different, or not the hole, the peg and the clip on the different sides, you can actually use it as a roller skates now. So we'll go ahead and demonstrate the arm and then take a look at that roller skatey function thingy. Yeah. So with the arms detached, simply plug it in. Oh, there goes the helmet. Like I said, the Plesiosaur killed the helmet on my Megazord, so still haven't bothered to fix it, because, I don't know, just been lazy, I suppose. So, get both sides in. And now you have whatever this monstrosity is. I've never liked this feature. The bikes have been doing this for a while now, and it just looks awful. I don't know why you would want a bike arm. I guess they make somewhat convincing cannons, I guess, but it's just not something that even looks cool. Like, a lot of these Megazord things that you can do with Zord Builder look cool. This one just doesn't. So take the little panel and swing it up front. Now what you're going to do is just line up the hole and clip right there with the peg and clip on the bike, and that will line right up, if you are not an idiot, and peg right in there. And now you do the same thing on the other side. And now the Dino Charge Megazord has a bunch of roller skates. Which is admittedly kind of cool in a weird way. I don't know. Something about it just makes me laugh, and I dig it. It rolls really well. There's no real stability issues or anything like that. You obviously, I don't think, can pop a wheelie with it. It will just fall over, but as it stands, like, it rolls pretty well. So at the very least, it's kind of funny. I will give it that. It's kind of a stupid feature at the end of the day, but it is the one that makes me laugh quite a bit. I dig it. And if you can get it going, which is probably a little bit more difficult. Yeah, it's a little bit too heavy. But if you can really get those gears going in the rotor, or mechanical words, and it can actually go with the Megazord on top. So I don't know, it's stupid, but I like it. That makes sense. That happens to me a lot. I like stupid things, I guess, but I don't know. Here's a quick look at the Megazord itself with its goofy roller skates. But I don't know. It's cool. It is what it is. So overall, the Dino Stunt Bikes are very hit and miss for me. I prefer the original Dino Cycle just because I like that dinosaur collecting portion of it, and that was the main drive of getting all of the Dino Cycles, was because I wanted all of the individual dinosaurs. And these don't have that. They lack that collecting feature. Not that collecting is really a feature, but that collectability that the original Dino Cycles had. But they do replace it with a gimmick that I think kids will enjoy quite a bit. I know I always liked the little revving cars and stuff when I was little, so kids will probably get a better kick out of these cycles than they will the original ones. That being said, they definitely need a whole lot of paint to look cool, as well as an action hero on it instead of the included figure. In fact, to tell you the truth, I would rather they just ditch the figure completely and give more paint apps to the actual bike. In fact, I think that sounds like a better moneymaker for Bandai anyhow, but whatever it may be, that's just my personal opinion. But they're fun. They're definitely fun for what they are. If you can pick one up on a sale, I would recommend at least getting one to try it out. But the roller skate feature on the Megazord is something I kind of enjoy. To tell you the truth, I don't know. I like it. It is what it is. Roller skates are fun. Not really. I almost killed myself on roller skates, but that's a story for a different day. But that about does it for this review. If you like it, go ahead and blast that like button, comment below, and subscribe for more. So as always, thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.